Do you know what's interesting, what you find in the world of show business is you might, sort of think you've got a lot of celebrity chums. I've mentioned this before, haven't I? Where you go to these red carpet events, and I've been to many, let me tell you. And what you find is that they're all happy to see each other. They're all laughing and smiling and, oh, they can't wait to link arms and go in, It's the most ruthless sort of backstabbing event you could imagine because, they all want the piece in the PR, And the thing that I'll never forget really, it's a long time ago now, but this started to become the norm, is when you went to these events, the celebrities were that unknown, right, that they used to give out sheets with their name on and a picture of them so that when they came along, you at least had some idea about who this was. Of course, fake friendships in show business is nothing new. It doesn't matter whether you're an iconic person like, Tony Curtis, Rock Hudson, you're all competing against each other. Judy Garland famously said about Marlene Dietrich, she's a wonderful person, absolutely beautiful, stunning actress, can't sing a note. You know what I'm saying? So there's always something at the end. This particular star is finding out the same thing. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. If you speak out in the world of show business, oh, that's it, because you're not going against the norm. You're sort of like, oh, well, you should do this because television years ago used to be king. The bosses, the people at the top in the ivory tower, you were supposed to just curtail to whatever they wanted you to do. Earlier, well, now should I say, the middle of last week, in fact, the former reality star, now BBC Radio 2 DJ and occasional host of cosy daytime shows like This Morning, Rylan spoke for the nation in many people's eyes. He spoke openly in a newspaper review about the problems with the illegal immigration system and what really the British public wanted. Now, many people had never heard this sort of conversation from somebody like Rylan before. As I say, he's an affable chap, very nice, met him on a number of occasions and just good at the job, makes it look easy. But the thing is, he's not really political. Now, when he did this was over on the ITV Woke channel, that is, of course, This Morning. Now, ITV, as you know, don't like anybody speaking out of term. You only have to look past to their former breakfast TV host who, because he wouldn't publicly go on air and apologise to a former soap actress in the shape of Meghan Markle, well, they bulleted him. You can say he resigned, but, they weren't having him back. Philip Schofield, apparently, they knew nothing about, but suddenly, when it all got a little bit too hairy, he had to go too. You see what this is like. It's just a perpetual motion of, well, we're not taking the blame. Now, what you would have thought was that, and this is where it gets tricky, because Rylan, as I said, is very popular on the daytime show. Lots of people enjoy tuning in with him. He's affable, he's not, contentious or anything like that. But what you will find is that suddenly he may now get, and as ever I have to say allegedly, booked less and less. But the bigger picture, and this is the true, real sort of form of exactly how things work in show business. You see, while Rylan was being sort of, feted and, oh, thank you for speaking out for the rest of the British public on social media, distinct lack of support from all of those chums, the celebrity ones, the fake ones that work with him on the show. Nobody dare speak out. You will go through his account and find that there's not one person from ITV supporting him. This is because they're unsure at that point exactly how ITV feel about him speaking out. You get the picture. And Rylan, according to a source, wasn't too fussed, because he's made a lot of money, he is successful, and he wouldn't necessarily need that role anymore. One suspects he could pick up money anywhere, or perhaps even step out of the limelight for a while. But either way, even he was stunned, because apparently in his eyes, he had lots of celebrities' friends. Now, either they were on holiday because it was August and they didn't see it, but it was one of the biggest stories in the paper. But Rylan apparently now is going through his social media feed to find out exactly who was on his side and who wasn't. It'd be easy to just count there who wasn't, obviously, Rylan. But as for his career at ITV, they're remaining steadfastly silent, basically saying he's still very much part of the family. They said that to Philip Schofield. You see how show business works? Neil Sean in the very heart of the United Kingdom.